Hey everyone, it's Jade from Boho Bookworm. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to let you know what I'm going to be reading this weekend. I am still working my way through The Flatshare by Beth O'Leary, which I am just absolutely adoring. It's just such a light, fluffy, easy read, and I really don't read enough of those kind of books. I'm definitely going to read more of whatever Beth O'Leary has out. I think she's just released a new one called The Road Trip, and she's also got another one called The Switch. So I'm looking forward to diving more into her work, really. It's not very often that I find a more contemporary women's fiction novelist that I really enjoy. But this one is about this girl called Tiffy, and she's in London. She's got like her absolute dream job in book publishing, like kind of like DIY, knitting and crochet, and like just all these people that are doing their own cool kind of stuff. And she just loves it. So unfortunately, living in London is very expensive. One of the reasons I'm not there. And so she decides to do a flat share with this guy that works different hours to her. So they are never in the same they're never in the same bed. They share a bed, but they're never in the bed, and they've never even met each other. So very bizarre kind of situation to end up in with someone that you don't know, especially considering the flatmate is this guy. And it's, how they start writing all these notes to each other back and forth to correspond. I don't know why they're not, like texting like the rest of us in 2021, but there you go. They have this like very unique kind of fun relationship, and at first I really didn't like the guy. I thought that he seemed really arrogant and a little bit poncy, really, but he's winning me over. He's got a heart of gold, really, and his brother's in jail for this crime he didn't commit. Luckily, Tiffy's best friend is this like really successful lawyer, so she's given him she's given her the transcript of the like law case and stuff. I don't know that much about law. I wish I did, because I'd love to get into that kind of stuff. But yes, the friend is now gonna try give some like kind of legal advice, sort of like pro bono style. So hopefully the brother will get out of jail, and that'll be happily ever after. And Leon, the guy, had this girlfriend, but they've broken up because the girlfriend was a little bit of a controlling bitch. She also thought that Leon's brother was guilty of this crime. So yeah, she wasn't a very supportive, nice person. I don't know, like there was a moment in this book where I thought maybe something might happen between Tiffy and the brother who's in jail, because they start writing to each other and he was a little bit flirty, but I think it was more just like friendly banter. And I definitely feel like everything seems to be leading up to Leon and Tiffy really being suited for each other. I mean, Tiffy's like this 6 foot, like stunning girl apparently, and everyone's just going on about how gorgeous she is, and Leon's more like this conservative guy that doesn't really talk much, and everyone's very shocked in this old care home that he works in that he's even seeing someone, or not seeing someone, like living with someone, because they're like, oh, he couldn't tolerate that, like he needs his own space too much. And then there's this like little girl with cancer in the book, and she's just such a cute little character as well. So everyone's just, it's a very endearing novel compared to the dark, gritty thrillers I read with loads of unlikable characters in them. This is just so much, I don't want to say easier to read, it's just so different. And I haven't read a book in the contemporary fiction world that I've enjoyed this much in a long time. So very much enjoying this. Then, to break it up, because obviously I am and will always be a thriller lover, I am reading Hostage by Clare Mackintosh, and I was so excited about this the other day when I heard that it was getting released. And then I watched Emma by Drinking by My Shelf, so I watched one of her recent videos. I think it was the mid-year freakout tag. I'll link it in the description box down below if I remember. But she was like, she gave it like a solid 3-star review, but she said it didn't like wow her, basically, like it was just all right. Clare Mackintosh, she's a bit up and down with me. I've loved some of her books, and then others I was like, oh, it's all right, or not really for me. So she's a bit up and down, hit or miss. However, I started Hostage today, and I've just been like listening to it while I've been pottering around my flat, getting bathed, showered. Yeah, I didn't have a shower, I don't know what I'm saying, I don't even have a shower, I have a bath. And so when I was washing my hair, having a coffee, putting my makeup on, stuff like that, and I just, so far I'm really liking it. I was a bit nervous because Hostage, the premise of the book is this woman who is a flight attendant, she boards this flight, going from London to Sydney, and then she gets this anonymous note from one of the passengers on board or something saying that this plane is never going to reach its destination and there's going to be a big crash. So I was kind of thinking, from the premise, it sounded like the whole book would take place over the course of 20 hours, and I really don't like so much being jammed into a book in such a short amount of time. But you do get other stories in this book. Like there's a bit about like domestic abuse, adoption, all sorts of stuff like that, and it takes you on this woman, this flight attendant's life before the plane ride and stuff like that. So you get different things, which I am really appreciating, because a book completely set around 20 hours on a flight, I don't know, as thrilling as it might be, I need a bit more in my books. And I mean, in the book itself, the character says, where else do a bunch of people spend more than 20 hours together at one time where they're trapped inside? Prison. I mean, personally, I think flying, I am scared of it, but it's still fun because you're going somewhere exciting. You get to have like wine on board, although it's day 3 of dry July for me as I'm filming this, and yes, I'm doing it a few days early because I need to get some videos out to you guys, but it's going really well. I've got some alcohol-free wine, which I will be drinking later. And yeah, I mean, if I was on a flight this month, which I wouldn't be because of COVID, I would probably need a glass of wine because I am so petrified of flying. And that's why I was like, oh my God, this book is going to absolutely freak me out. And there is, in the beginning, there's a little bit where the plane crashes and there's like all these pieces everywhere and stuff, and it's getting a little bit detailed, and I was just like, oh God. But yeah, so far really liking it. I'm a couple of chapters in now, so I think I'm liking it more than Emma, but we will see at the end of the day what I do rate it out of 5. Anyway, let me know what you will be reading this weekend. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and keep safe, keep well. I will talk to you soon. Bye.